It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
Very cool moment for us as one of our good friends joins us, Derek Brown. Hey, dude, what are you up to, man?
DB.
Man, working.
Well, we appreciate you making time. I mean, first-round draft pick, New York Giants. It was an odd time for the Giants when you were there. Does this remind you of it at all with what's going on right now at Big Blue?
Yeah, it does a little bit, except for a lot of our stuff was behind closed doors. Yes, we were kind of I'm not going to say disgruntled, but there was some crazy stuff going on with the Ray Must Go chants and things like that. But, a lot of it was, we didn't have social media then, so it was somewhat private, somewhat in-house, but a different day and time.
The Eli Manning situation, he goes to the bench. And the thing that's been bothering me the most about it is, now Ben McAdoo has to tell the locker room, we believe that Geno Smith or Davis Webb give us a better chance to win a football game. You've been in NFL locker rooms before. Do guys believe that, or do they realize this is for the future? Because I know if I was a player, it'd frustrate me seeing Eli go to the bench.
Listen, I think these guys stopped believing in him long before this even happened, truthfully. I was... When I first heard it, I was really shocked and, thought about it last night, read a bunch of stuff today, and, wow, this is really, I personally think it's a sad day for the Giants. This is no way how to treat Eli. Yeah, I'm going to defend him because, is he the Eli of old? No, he's 36 years old. However, he's still very effective. You know what? How about this? What could he do? What could he do if he actually had a running game? If he had an offensive line? If he had a defense that did everything that they did last year? But let's be honest here. Even last year at 11-5, quite honestly, we were lucky. This year, those close games, we ended up on the wrong side of them. Last year, we ended up we wound up on the winning side. But I think a lot of people got oh my God, we're 11-5, we're a really great team. No, we weren't a great team. We were a good team. And we won close games. This year's complete opposite. And, I think this is, I don't know, man, this is wild. I would feel better about this if they actually started Webb, okay?
Right.
But, we know Geno Smith. And, not trying to disrespect him, but we know, okay? We don't know Webb. So I would, if this is going to happen, I would rather see him get the start than Geno Smith.
Derek Brown with us right now. DB, you missed the Phil Simms drama, right? You were just after that?
Yes. Yeah, kind of just after. That year, because remember, let me see, the 92, Hostetler started out as the quarterback. He got hurt. Phil came in. So, but it was also, Phil's last 2 years. So I just missed the drama part of it, yes.
Okay, so when you're on a team and this kind of stuff happens, and Simms was a legend, he has to give up the starting spot. Now Eli's a legend, he has to give up the starting spot. What does that say to the rest of the team, especially the offense?
Well, I think for young guys, it probably doesn't mean anything. Because quite truthfully, I really didn't care if it was Phil or Jeff throwing me a football. I was not emotionally involved with the locker room, obviously, in 92. Other than up to that point. I'm not saying that I wasn't emotionally involved. I really wasn't emotionally involved anything prior to 92. So I don't think young guys probably care too much. They may react to what some of the other veterans in the locker room, how they feel, because obviously they're leaders, and that's what they see, and that's kind of what they're in and involved in. But I think with all the other outside stuff and craziness, but the funny thing is how many who out there is actually really? I mean, do you really think this is a good thing? Yes. Can it be good? Yes, because we can actually find out if we actually win some games. Yes, it could be good. But I mean, really deep down, this is the thing to do. This is what you do. You bench Eli with whatever 3, 4, 5, 4 games left, whatever it is. That's I can't believe anybody out there would think that. I mean, Eli is not the reason why the Giants are doing terrible. Is he part of the equation? I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there's some balls that he threw into the dirt when I think he should have hit some receivers, especially as of late, the last couple of weeks. But you know what? That's fine. He still made other plays. I think I can think of other things that could be done. Running game, receivers. We have a whole team on IR. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's true. It's a good starting roster.
Yeah, we have a starting roster on IR.
You're in the unique spot where you played for the New York Giants, and then later on in your career, you played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that's been rumored now, possibly, maybe, if he wants, Eli Manning could be a Jacksonville Jaguar next season. Could you see that working, Eli in Jacksonville in 2018?
Absolutely. Why not? It's a whole lot warmer than up here. And also, too, you know what? It's easy to get back and forth on the East Coast, down to Florida, back and forth, even if he doesn't want to totally pick up and move down there. And, he is with Coughlin. I know a lot of people have had issues with him in the past, myself included, but you know what? He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's a good coach. He knows what he's doing. I don't think, there's a reason why, there's numerous reasons why Jacksonville's having the success they're having now. Why not? Especially now, since now it's dirty, and not by Eli at all. He's handled this with the utmost class. I don't know if I could have handled it as well as he did. And, but now since that it's been set in this motion, why not? Why not?
Derek Brown with us now, of course. I'm drawing parallels to your team. So 1992, you're the 14th overall pick in the draft. This year, the 23rd overall pick in the draft, a tight end for the Giants, Evan Ingram. Will you start a support group for Evan?
Sure. Will I start a support group? That's funny. Yeah, why not? Especially since, I don't know if I told you this, but there's history, actually, between Evan and I. Very distant, though. His father, I actually grew up playing against him in high school.
He was a running back, correct?
No, his father was. I think his father was a tight end, but he was more of a basketball player. He played basketball in college as well. But yeah, Derek Ingram,
really,
from Rockledge, Florida. Yes.
So Derek Brown, tight end, first-round draft pick for the Giants. The son of Derek Ingram, Evan Ingram, first-round draft pick, tight end. Mind blown.
It's crazy.
Mind blown.
It's in the water, my man. I guess it's in the water down there.
DB, what's going on with you? How are the kids?
Kids are doing fine. I don't know if you knew it, but Sydney finally committed to play basketball next year at Columbia University.
Wow, nice.
For the Lions. Very excited about that. And the basketball season is underway, both for Reese and Sydney.
Reese is 12 feet tall now, right?
Yeah, man. He is probably 6'7.5", 6'8". He's taller than me.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. He's still $175, but he'll put on the weight when he stops growing.
DB, we appreciate you calling in, and I know you still follow your Big Blue pretty closely. So, you got the show coming up this weekend?
Yeah, yep. Sunday morning, 10:30 on Fox with Liana Bonavita.
I'm rooting against you this week. I'm a fan of your AFC team.
I hear you. Well, I you know what though? Something tells me. Even some of the most diehard Giants fans out there are, I think, deep down, there's some people out there that hope the Raiders run through them like X-Lax.
Well, I'm on board with that.
I know you are.
DB, man, we appreciate you. We got to get together soon. See you, DB.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Later, brother.
Take it easy.
Bye. Derek Brown right there. I mean, the parallels are kind of interesting. You go from the Parcells era into, Ray Handley and everything with Dan Reeves, all that was going on. There was, DB gets drafted into a successful organization going through an interesting time. Then Evan Ingram, a tight end, gets drafted, into the Ben McAdoo era, not the Tom Coughlin era. So it's very, you can see some similarities. History repeats itself.
Yeah, that plus the question we asked Derek about the locker room response to a situation like this and how his teammates would have felt in the past. And he believes Ben McAdoo's already lost the locker room. So what does it matter now? Like, okay, we're going to bench Eli Manning. Nobody likes me here in the locker room anyways. So if you didn't like me before, now I'm going to find out how I can save my job and at least show somebody who's my boss whether or not I'm still a good football coach, it can make some right moves here.
It does make me curious about we sit here and like, you know, you played in college and, you know, we've all bonded with our teammates and all that, but just how solidified are NFL locker rooms really? Like, if you listen during Eli Manning's, you know, tearful just conversation where he stands up like a man and listens to the press and answers their questions, and you can see him just having an emotional minute, and you look and you listen in the background, and it's being credited with Jason Pierre-Paul. I don't know who it is, but there's fun going on in that locker room. Now, I don't feel like you need to be clairvoyant to realize something bad's going on with your quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, it just seemed weird. Like, I can't picture, like, am I so misinformed by Hollywood that teams just bond together that hey man, I do my job, you do your job, leave me alone.
Right, but it's an awareness level too. Like, you and I at one point in the building today, I think there was somebody playing music. Yeah. So you wonder, hey, where is everybody? Oh, you hear music. There must be something going on in the building. If you see a flood,
was music?
Yeah, don't do that. There was a flood of reporters at Eli's locker, a lot more than usual.
Right.
Nothing went off in JPP or whoever it was in the locker room thought, that must be important over there. Whatever, I'll still act like a fool over here and do my
juggle.
thing.
Woohoo!
It's crazy, man.
But that's the thing too, is like, is that another sign of just a loss of control
or care? If that's the case, you know what I mean.
Well,
either
it's
one.
Hard to care with the record being what it is and everything too. I get it. I don't know. It's just there's a lot. Like at this point, you know, you're looking back and going, okay, what all went wrong?